So I know we talked about them last episode, but I think we have to double down and start this episode off by talking about the Dallas Mavericks and how much of an utter failure they've been since the trade deadline.
It's a victory lap. It's a victory lap. I told y'all from the moment the trade went down that they were going to get worse. And everybody was like, they have Luka and Kyrie. How are they going to get worse? Exactly what I said. The defense is no good. Jason Kidd is a fraud and has been exposed. And now the Mavericks are sitting outside of the play-in, wondering, like, listen, vibes are terrible. They might not make the play-in with Luka and Kyrie.
The play-in?
Listen, it's dangerous out here. It's dangerous.
Can someone please tell me what's their record with Kyrie and Luka so far?
I don't know, but it's not good.
It's 4-8.
And in the last 5 games, they had lost 4 in a row. But then luckily yesterday, they beat the Pacers, who were purposely trying to lose and rolling out some of the worst lineups you'll ever see. Rick Carlisle donated his old team a win, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But before that, 4 straight losses. They're now at the 11th seed at 37-39 for the season. They lost 2 straight games to the Charlotte Hornets, who didn't have LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, or Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, no.
Bro, they got pieced up by P.J. Washington. He was looking like Joel Embiid. We need to put P.J. Washington versus the Mavs in the MVP conversation.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting commentary for that. Listen,
man.
And then to have the vibes as low as they are. Luka's coming to the press conference afterwards. He's saying he's not smiling. Things aren't fun. And look, he's dealing with some personal stuff, some stuff off the court. But it's just not a good situation out there in Dallas.
Clearly, his personal life is having some issues going on we won't talk about, but his work life isn't helping. I'll tell you that. We're doubling down on paying for Luka Doncic.
Literally, and then you got Kyrie to the side. Kyrie is one of the worst NBA players to ask any questions to when your team is going through any type of disarray, bro. The worst. He's doing nothing but bringing the team chemistry down. Sure,
we'll talk about that though.
Bro, absolutely.
People have been a little unfair to Kyrie Irving in this whole debacle because it's easy to blame it on him with his past of actually taking teams. I don't think this is a Kyrie Irving issue per se. We'll get into that. No,
definitely not.
But you're right. When it comes to media ongoings and dealing with people asking questions about his team struggles,
he's the last.
That's not the guy.
You want to ask, bro? That's not the guy.
Yeah, zero patience. Let's get into specifics on why they suck. Before that, if you guys are watching on YouTube, do us a favor, drop a like and subscribe. Go to the link in the can't even talk. Go to the link in the description. Join our Discord. Follow us all on Twitter. If you're listening on audio platforms, rate us 5 stars. Download every episode for us so we see those numbers go up. And let's talk about these Mavs.
Let's do it.
Donovan, you told us already. You took your little victory lap. You called it.
I did.
Tell us from the jump why you thought they'd be worse.
I thought that. Listen, I thought that Kyrie would help the offense. I don't think that like the idea of them having 2 stars and 2 ball dominant stars was going to hurt. We've seen Kyrie play off ball plenty of times in his career. I didn't think that was going to be an issue. My big thing was you are asking for a very dominant offensive team who traded away their best wing defender to now pick up the pieces and gel in a very, very short amount of time and to become a solid defense. And I didn't think that was going to be able to happen considering that they were already a very poor defense. And the way for a team to kind of be successful around Luka Doncic is you're going to have defenders and shooters, right? It's kind of like the LeBron model that we saw for the last 10 years is let him handle and direct everything.
Let him cook.
Exactly. Let Luka cook, have some guys who can knock down shots and kind of hide him on defense. When Luka and Kyrie are in your backcourt for a majority of the game, it's very hard to hide 2 people on defense, and then it's very hard to hide 3 people on defense whenever you put Christian Wood into that equation.
And Tim Hardaway isn't a lockdown defender either, so
exactly. So now you're trying to hide 4 guys. That's impossible. It's impossible, and that just means that you're going to have a bad defense.
They're backing a lot of they're dangling their only hopes of being an okay defensive team on Maxi Kleber.
Who hasn't been that good.
Should have known from the jump that they were done, and he hasn't even been all that great, whatsoever. Yeah, I just had faith in Kyrie and Luka because, I just didn't assume. I didn't see in a possible world that they could get worse as a team, but that world is here, and we're all living in it. And Mavericks fans are all in the most tumultuous state of mind. Now they're calling for the coach's head. Everybody's talking about, or Christian Wood is liking cryptic tweets as usual and shit like that. Defense is in shambles, as we all know. Josh Green has been a young player consistently up and down and shit like that. And if there needs to be a book put out there by the Dallas Mavericks and Mark Cuban on how to lose a franchise player one-on-one for dummies. This is the perfect example.
There is a book about this. It's Dan Gilbert's Cleveland Cavaliers and what they did with LeBron James. He's following that motherfucker. He's doing the exact same thing.
This man read it word for word, bro, and he's doing a magnificent job, dude. Magnificent.
He didn't even change any words. He just copied the paper straight up.
Exactly, bro. So.
It's interesting because I was a little higher than Donovan was. I wasn't thinking they're going to be like contenders like some people were, but I was like, they'll be a little better, right? Like they got a star ball handler who's an incredible offensive player. How could they not get better? People like Donovan and everybody else was saying that they lost Dorian Finney-Smith. They're already not a good defensive team. That's not going to bode well for them. I was on the side of, listen, it's Dorian Finney-Smith, not Kawhi Leonard. Like their defense will survive without him. Like he's a really good defender, but he's not going to.
Their defense wasn't even all that great when he was there still,
and he was hurt for most of the year, and they stayed afloat. It was like the 4 or 5 seed. But I think looking back, we still have to get a little more time, right? Because there's been some positive elements of Kyrie and Luka together, but they need more time to gel and be able to take advantage of all the matchup opportunities they bring. But even outside of getting the benefit of the doubt, when you think about it, for the team last year that was in the Western Conference Finals, they got rid of their second best player, third best player, and fourth best player in exchange for Kyrie Irving, who is a star that needs a lot of time to gel. Like that was never going to be a winning recipe for immediate success.
That's so tough.
Yeah.
That's so tough. Like you guys said, this is just how to lose a franchise player 101. And like for them to go all in on Kyrie and go in all on this star when clearly like the issue last year was you just don't have enough guys around Luka. And they would have been better. They would have been better off keeping Jalen Brunson and keeping Dorian Finney-Smith and being able to have
Spencer Dinwiddie too.
Yeah, and being able to have a little bit of depth around Luka to where now he doesn't have to feel like he has to have 40 and 10 every night. And I know that Kyrie takes a lot of that pressure off, right? Because Kyrie can score 30 and he's been great, right? And again, I think we all think this, like this hasn't been Kyrie's fault at all.
No, not whatsoever.
Right?
Not everybody thinks that though, so we should talk about that.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, Kyrie has been doing Kyrie things. I feel like at the start of Kyrie's tenures with a lot of his teams, he comes out firing. And when he's been on the court over the last 2 years, he's been fantastic. Like he's finished with 50, 40, 90 splits several times.
Yeah.
With high points per game. So I think if you're asking for him to kind of replace that role that Jalen Brunson is, he's a supersized Jalen Brunson. And he can carry an offense to a level that only a few people can do, and especially playing off the ball with Luka, that elevates your offense. And we've seen that. The problem is, and we just can't stress this enough, they're 22nd in defense since the All-Star break. Like that's just tough. It's hard to stay afloat like that.
Let's get more specific than just defense though, because they're 22nd in defense. They're 27th in rim defense. Because they are the smallest fucking team in the world. This team has zero size. One, like you said, having Luka, you have to hide him on defense. Kyrie, I wouldn't say you have to hide him. He's a decent defender, but he's not elevating anybody. Like at best, he's fine, right? Mm-hmm. But he's not making up for Luka in any way. You put Tim Hardaway Jr. out there, Josh Green out there. They're okay, but they're 6'5". Like they're not big people. Christian Wood, not a big guy for a center. Maxi Kleber's been hurt and coming back hasn't been the same. Dwight Powell was a fine backup center. You're having him start.
He's Dwight Powell.
Just blow by after blow by after blow
zero
by.
Size.
Yeah, and then they finally started playing. I saw JaVale McGee get a lot of burn yesterday, but throughout this entire season, he's been absent on the bench because supposedly he's been asked. I can answer that
He has
question.
been asked. Yeah, correct. He's been terrible.
Or not, but God.
He hasn't been good. I'll tell you that. And like, the intriguing part is, so the idea of them, right, is having these two ball handlers that can do sort of a. It's not going to be the same, obviously, because it's different, but similar to the LeBron and Kyrie pairing, where you have the big ball handler who can be the lead playmaker and then defer to the same secondary guard who can be the go-to scorer. In theory, they could do the same thing.
You know what I see in my mind? I feel like an even better comparison would be like what the Rockets try to create with Chris Paul and James Harden and just
Yeah.
having all those straight up defensive minded players. They got the superstars right. Kyrie and CP3, completely different players, but you know what I mean. Elite ball handlers guards. But they have no support system around those guys who help those guys direct weaknesses.
I think it's also a testament to how brilliant Harden and Chris Paul were on that team. The fact that we've seen the Mavs try it, the fucking Hawks tried it with DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, which is always going to be doomed in my opinion. The fact that teams try to replicate that and can't do it shows you how just brilliant of basketball minds Harden and Chris Paul are. Because that shit only worked because Chris Paul, while being one of the best passers in the world, is an incredible off-ball player, fantastic catch and shoot, three-point shooter. James Harden, high IQ, obviously isn't a good off-ball player, but can be the lead guy while Chris Paul plays off him. Mm-hmm. When you look over at these teams, Luka's not doing anything off-ball. We said they could be like LeBron and Kyrie. What that involves is Luka setting screens for Kyrie like LeBron did for Kyrie. Yeah. That was kind of like the bread and butter of those Cavs teams. They're not running any pick and rolls with these two guys so far in the Mavs. I think I was listening to Zach Lowe. He brought it up. I think they ran 37 screens so far involving those two guys since they have been playing together for the last 16 games, which Luka didn't even play in all of them. Yeah. 13 of them involve Luka setting a screen for Kyrie, and 24 is the inverse of Kyrie setting a screen for Luka. When they do it, 1.5 points per possession and 1.6. That's incredible numbers. Average is like 1. So when they do it, it's amazing. They just don't do it because that's not how Luka plays.
Yeah, exactly. And, bro, the timing is just so tough of all of this. The Mavs put themselves in the most disastrous position ever because guess what? If their pick lands within top 10, it's not theirs.
Nope.
And right now, it's looking like with the trend that they're going in right now, their pick is going to be top 10, and it belongs to Donovan's New York Knicks. So at that point, the Mavs are really cooked.
And they owe a 2029 pick for trading for Kyrie? Ugh. There's no way it's going to be a top 10 pick. That'd be fucking nuts. There's no way they keep backsliding.
I doubt it.
I mean, listen, the way that they're losing, right? A lot of ping pong balls.
You lost to the Mavs twice.
Exactly. The way that they're losing, their ping pong balls can drop and drop and drop. I think. Yeah. Listen, they have one of the bleakest outlooks in my opinion, just because they have to give Kyrie Irving a max contract.
Oh yeah,
right. Like that offer has to be on the table. You don't know what Luka Doncic is thinking. You don't have 100% like grasp about the assets that you have. The best assets that you have to trade are Josh Green and Hardy. To package,
shout out Hardy.
Yeah, to package with those picks, but is that like really moving anybody to get to get anything of worth? Bro. Like, bro, no. we saw teams turn down 4 first-round picks for OG Anunoby, for Mikal Bridges. Like, people, the price has gone up. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Nope.
And so Josh Green and Jaden Hardy aren't going to be enough to get them the depth or a third star that they need. So it's really, really tough out there.
Yeah, and Dallas doesn't even have a history of like attracting free agents like that whatsoever.
Which is so weird.
Let's talk about this. Bro, you're right. They don't. But man, they fucking want to. You look at the Mavericks right now, their biggest problem, they are obsessed with clout and want to be the Lakers so bad. Every decision they make is based on chasing the biggest name. They hired a former Nike exec to run their team.
Bro,
shout out to him. I love some Nike shoes. What the fuck does he know about running a basketball team?
Let's go.
Bro, a couple of years ago, their top dog, their big honcho, back in the summer of 2018 when they got Luka, I believe, their biggest free agent was DeAndre Jordan.
And they didn't get him. Or they did later, but
they
they're
did get
constantly
him,
chasing this.
Bro, DeAndre? Bro, he's on your drawing board?
You know who their coach is? They lost Rick Carlisle, the best coach in Mavericks history. And they go get a former Hall of Fame point guard who last time he coached, he was horrible. And guess what? He's still horrible.
Yeah, and on top of all this, they're putting the balance and the future of their entire franchise on one of the most unpredictable superstars that the NBA has seen in Kyrie Irving.
And you know why?
You
know why they did it? Because he's mad popular. That's it. They want to be clouded so bad.
God, I mean, listen, man. If you think it really doesn't make sense why they haven't been able to get the superstar, right? Like Mark Cuban has shown that he's willing to spend money. The Mavericks are in Texas, and financially, it makes a lot of sense. There's no state income tax, so your dollars go further there than they would in like Los Angeles, New York, or a place like that. Dallas is a cool city, right? NBA players, they like to be at the nightclubs over there.
Especially Zion.
I don't. Apparently, I don't understand why for decades they haven't been able to get the guy. And it's like, I kind of understand why you had to trade for Kyrie, because if nobody's going to come there, then you're just like, we just have to give up the assets to get somebody in the building, and then maybe we can like have them.
You want to know why they haven't got him? Because they're constantly trying to get him and not building the right way, which isn't to say they're not building the right way,
so
but they're not
thirsty.
focusing on that.
They're just overly thirsty.
Yeah, they're thirsty as shit.
Yeah.
What the reason a team like the Nets, who they're in New York, but they were the Nets, they were the little brother team. The reason they got a KD and a Kyrie at one time is because they built the right way, accumulated a bunch of assets, did shit the right way, and then that's going to naturally bring a star because
they were
appealing.
Attractive. They're
one
of the most attractive
and then threw it all
destinations
away.
ever.
And then threw it all away.
Neither here nor there. But the point is, unless you're the Lakers, literally just the Lakers, you're not going to get star players just for simply being in a city. You have to also do the other half of it and build the right way.
Yeah.
And they've done their part, right? They made the trade for Luka. They draft Dorian Finney-Smith. Oh, not even drafted. Undraftedly signed him. They draft Jalen Brunson in the second round. They make these good moves to be a good team, but then they throw it away because they're chasing the fucking stars. They don't want to pay Jalen because, we can pay a star next summer. Then they trade those other guys we talked about.
And even if you're like doing all this, I feel like a big part of when it comes a big part of going for the big fish, like this has to be the absolute perfect big fish, because especially the team out of all the teams in the NBA, I feel like even before the Luka trade, the Mavericks have like little to no error left on their palette because of how good Luka is and shit like that, and how much little they have to work with. And like, you just have to be really precise and cautious with any move that you make, any pick, first round,
100%.
second pick. I don't give a damn. You have to be very stingy with what you do. And they just threw it all away, like you said, Isaac. And like, they were just, from my perspective, they were just very impatient. This is a really impatient move. And I understand it. They have all this pressure on their backs. They just made the Western Conference Final the year prior. But they should have just been more patient and gone after another star, potentially, who knows, maybe Jaylen Brown, whatever. But people are always out there, you know? People are always out there, and they'd have gotten a better bang for the buck that they gave up. But now it is what it is, and they're going to be through the torture chamber of Luka Doncic trade rumors. And as a Hawks fan, I am happy because the Mavs are in the exact same position as us. A lot of people gave us hell. Y'all were calling Trae Young this and that, and I'm just happy, bro. Hawks and Mavs are literally the same team.
Honestly, like, they both got too good too fast because their stars took big leaps and they had to match it. It's a little more justified with Doncic. But you're right. When it comes to, like, accumulation of just mistakes, that's been the definition of this team. They have Seth Curry. They trade him for Josh Richardson because he fits next to Luka. Doesn't work out. They lose Richardson for nothing. They trade 2 firsts for KP. Doesn't work out. They trade him for Spencer Dinwiddie and Bertans, who doesn't even play. I don't even know if he's on the team anymore.
He's on the team. He barely plays.
Yeah. The 2029 first-round pick for Kyrie, throw it away. That might work still, but it's not working. They lose Brunson for nothing. Like, the shit just adds up over time, and you look back a few years later, and you're like, wow, we have 0 assets and a star who is not happy.
Yeah. This mismanagement is generational. Like, I love what I'm seeing right now. I love what I'm seeing,
It's like,
bro.
It's Knicks-esque.
Yeah. God, man. And it's like and it's like initially after every single
that was unnecessary. And you know
that was kind of crazy.
For the audio listeners, I purely said that for Donovan's reaction, and his face 100% was worth it. If you're not watching on YouTube, go switch to YouTube and look at Donovan's face just now.
That was not it.
Oh my God, bro.
What's next? Let's move on before Knicks slander gets too high.
Oh, we can talk about some Knicks slander. I got some more.
Bro, ever since we dropped that clip,
that was not on the rundown. That was not on the rundown. Stick to the script.
We'll save the Knicks. We have somebody else to slander. Listen.
Who we slandering?
Joel Embiid. I did an interview with Shams 2 days ago. The general thesis he wanted to come across when he sat down with Shams Charania was to say, I don't care about the MVP race. I'm not trying to build my career around winning an MVP. He said that, right?
Yeah.
Every other word he said in that interview was the exact opposite. He was on there straight whining about not winning the MVP. It was crazy.
I get it though. I understand it. It's very funny because he was sneak dissing Jokic the whole time.
It was barely sneaking.
Just say his name at that point. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say his name. But so the quote was, right. He says people have been talking about who has the most pressure to win. People want to people want to mention me. I'm not at the top of the list. I'm not a 2-time MVP. I've never made first team All NBA. I've never won anything. So why is there pressure on me to do something when there are guys who've won 2 MVPs, a bunch of MVPs, and haven't done anything either? Which 100% is why, like, why are you giving me all the criticism when Jokic has gotten everything that I've deserved? And Jokic has stolen these awards from me,
bro.
And y'all won't.
That was like
him.
the third most interesting quote. There's a few others. This was a long interview, bro.
No, it really was.
Another thing he said was,
I don't blame him though.
Okay, well, I'll talk about it. Let's go through the other things he said first.
Okay.
Another one he said were Shams referenced stat padding, since that's been a narrative. Joel said he doesn't need a stat pad, right? He said, it is coming naturally. Even against the Bulls, I could have easily stat padded if I wanted to, but I don't care. I could have easily come back in and got a triple-double and make sure that I keep going after the scoring title or keep the 30-point streak going, whatever, but I don't care. Do you hear? I don't care. I could have did this and this and this and this that he's doing, but I don't care. Wink, wink. Like, what are you even doing? He's saying he doesn't care and whining his ass off the whole time.
And then after this interview, when it's like Shams waited to drop this interview, like, on the day that he was supposed to play against Nikola Jokic.
He did.
And then he just... You said what?
He did do that on purpose. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking Embiid doesn't play, and now that you just let everyone down, you're saying all this? No way in hell. Well, if anyone was to not be on the internet whatsoever, it will probably be Jokic. He's probably the only NBA player to do that. But, bro, this was a huge marquee matchup, and this could have potentially solidified the MVP for Embiid. You know, in terms of narrative, because that's what we're on right now.
To be fair, that's probably a team decision, not his, but you're right.
Even if it's a team decision, bro, like, prepare. Like, skip the game against the Warriors, skip the game against the Phoenix Suns. You lost both anyway, so what would have been the point? So it's at this point.
The Nuggets won 4 straight. That's all I'm saying.
God, man. Yeah, the Nuggets won 4 straight, and the MVP talk just keeps on swinging like a damn pendulum. So it's like, I don't even know what we basing it off these days anymore. But this is a very disappointing. Everything's disappointing about this,
I'm glad you said that, because Joel Embiid also doesn't know what we're basing it off of. The third and final quote that I want to talk about in here is Sham said, Giannis recently told The Athletic he believes the MVP criteria is ever-changing year to year. Do you agree? And I'm about to read you this long-ass paragraph that Joel said, and let me know what you think he feels after you read this.
Let's do it.
The criteria does change. If you want to talk about the last 3 years since I've been in the running for it, the first year it was I didn't play enough games. Last year I came back, I played enough games, I led the league in scoring, and obviously Nikola deserved it and he won it. But then again, he won as a 6th seed in the West. And this year, I'm leading the league in scoring, I'm doing all these things defensively, I should be making an all-defense team too. I don't care, but every year it's something. And when you add analytics into it, which don't make sense, you can talk analytics all you want. When you got some guys in the league, the eye test tells you they're not good defensively, but analytics tell you they're the best defenders. Crazy sneak diss. And he said, that's when analytics don't make sense at all. I don't make the rules. I don't choose whatever criteria they use. So it's really about whatever people's preferences are. Does he sound like he doesn't care to you?
No, he clearly cares.
He cares mightily.
He clearly cares. And I don't blame him for caring.
You're right, he should.
I really don't. Listen, these things, like these accolades, one, they're tied in with people's money, right? People, you can get bonuses off of MVPs, off of first team all NBA and stuff like that.
Millions.
Exactly. Millions of dollars.
Supermaxes.
Generational wealth of dollars. So I understand if he feels that he's been slighted out at $30 million by Nikola Jokic because of this ever-changing thing, right? That's one. And two, when you're the best player on the best team or one of the best players in the league, a player with Joel Embiid's talent, at the end of the day, you're going to be judged by how many championships you got, how many times did you make the finals. And then if you don't have all that, okay, do you have MVPs? Do you have, all-star appearances? You might end up in the situation that Damian Lillard has, where the only thing that he has in his career is Rookie of the Year and All-Stars. He doesn't have anything else.
He has a 3-point contest and an improved beard.
You saying a beard?
Yeah, he has an improved beard.
I guess.
And he's a bubble MVP. He's a Mickey Mouse champion.
I forgot about the Mickey Mouse MVP.
That's the best 8-game stretch of the bubble.
That's big. But yeah, like for Embiid, these are the two best big men in the league, and I can understand how it is very frustrating for Embiid, who's one of the best two-way players in the league, to look across the conference and look across the league and be like, y'all think that this guy is
white boy?
Exactly. Big facts. keep talking.
Can't score.
keep talking. because that Kendrick Perkins narrative is winning right now.
God, I hate that man.
Yeah, I feel for Embiid, but at the same time, I just don't want to hear all of this. And then you proceed. You're hearing all this after like 2 back-to-back, I would say not bad losses, but discouraging losses against contenders, you would say, in the Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. Mm-hmm. And then you go ahead and skip the game against. It's probably not his fault. You're probably right, Isaac. It's the whole team decision and shit like that. But it's just overall not a good look when it comes to the drama scene and the community in the NBA currently. So I don't know. Like this type of talk would be nice to hear. This interview would be nice to hear. Let's say after you had a big game against Joel Embiid or whatnot, then that would put kind of the nail in the coffin. But now I feel like the NBA. The MVP award race is still not. It's probably wide open still when it comes to Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. So, I just it's so weird. I was thinking about the last episode and how you said Giannis was your MVP and should be in these conversations, and I was like, damn, he probably should. But then I also thought to myself, he probably may not be in it because he missed like 15-ish games, and historically speaking or whatever, like. There's only been one other player.
Is that why he's not in the conversation? I've been wondering why the fuck he's a distant
player in history who's won MVP with missing a little bit more over 15 games, and that was like back in the 60s or 70s. Yeah,
it was like Bill Walton. Bill. I think Bill Walton won MVP playing like less than 60% of the games.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but
times
are crazy.
For the Embiid thing, I'm sounding like a hater. Like I'm just like telling him he's being a crybaby because he is, but it's not that I have an issue with him caring. He should care. This shit matters. Like, should matter to you. Yeah. Like you said, it's your career. Like, it's okay to care about these things. But it's whack as hell to be playing the card of, like, oh, I don't care. I'm not chasing MVP. I'm not sad I didn't win it. And then everything you're saying is shady as hell, showing about just how much you do care. Like, just say that. Just say I want to win. Like, doing both. Like, if James Harden was saying this stuff, and with how people feel about James Harden, they'd be eviscerating him. Like, they'd be cooking his ass.
James Harden, he did. Remember, James Harden came out and
they cooked him.
Exactly. James Harden came out and was like, listen, I wish I was 7 feet and I could just run and dunk.
Yeah, exactly.
But I actually have to play basketball.
You know what Joel said? I wish I was 7 feet and white and I could just not try hard. Like, that's what he's saying.
100%. He should care. He should care. And
I just own it.
I think that Joel is going to get MVP this year, and I hope that he wins some playoff games because that way, because I really hope that he gets it. That way, there's no more excuses for him, and it's like you have your MVP, you have your scoring titles. Let's go out and let's win some playoff series, and then we can talk. Bro. Like that's all it should be about. Which apparently to him, that's all he cares about. He only cares about winning championships. And
this sounds like a pity MVP, man, to be honest with you.
No,
I feel like it just wouldn't feel right with Embiid leaving his NBA career without winning jack shit. Not an MVP. He hasn't been to the Eastern Conference Finals yet or anything like that. And I feel like at some point, I feel like a lot of the NBA voters, like, they've came to a conclusion like this dude cannot walk away from this game without winning anything, and this has to be the year, regardless of if they really think he's the better player or the most valuable player this season. I think it may be still Jokic personally, but like regardless of the fact, it just doesn't. Me personally, it just doesn't feel right. Like fuck the pity shit, or it feels right. You know, this may be the only one of the last chance or one of the last chances that Embiid might have. Well, actually, let me not say that because these last three straight seasons, I don't think this has ever happened before. Too, it's been the same 3 players in the exact same conversation. So
yeah, it's crazy. Well, last year Booker was third over Giannis, but same type of thing.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe it. It was nasty.
Booker was third.
Wow. So that was pity. That was pity.
But that was like within the last 2 weeks.
People get pity third place
season,
votes all the time. Yeah. For sure. Every year there's pity third place votes.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like this may be the first pity first place vote instead of third.
Yeah, I mean, you might be onto something. I'm not gonna say that because he is deserving. Like he's equally deserving as Jokic, you could say. But the tiebreaker is gonna be this guy is 2, this guy is none. Which listen, there's a human element that's always gonna be a thing. Implicit biases. It's dumb as fuck if you're trying to be like objective, but it's gonna be impossible to avoid with human voters.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not mad at it too. If I was a voter too, I might just be like here so he can shut the fuck up and no one will grill me on Twitter because I think they release all the voting ballots and shit like that and who you vote for. So it is what it is, bro.
Listen, I'm just saying we need a Nuggets versus Sixers finals to just like
God.
Cement this. Tell us who's the best one in the biggest stage. I need to see it.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
That
It would be amazing. Because
matchup
Embiid would average
history,
32 and Jokic average 24 and he'd win. And then people would be like, but you scored on him. He ate his lunch. He had no defense.
Yeah. It's just not good. It's just not good for discourse moving forward.
Yeah, it's a nasty discourse. I'm so sick of the MVP conversation. Like, the NBA community is not going to see heaven as long as the MVP award exists. I hate this.
But we need it. It's low key kind of fun though.
Usually not this year.
No, it's fun.
I kind of like.
It's always fun.
I kind of like.
I like the
It's a little
toxicity,
toxic.
bro.
It's a little toxic, and it throws a little bit of spice.
Fun.
That's what I'm saying. It throws a little bit of spice into the conversation, and so I need this though. I need I need toxic. Exactly. I need toxic MVP conversation.
Exactly.
See, I like when it's toxic a little bit. Like Russ versus Harden was toxic because it was like, who was they're polarizing players. What side are you on? But it was still basketball stuff. It was like, this guy is carrying nobody to the 6th seed. He is. Other people were like, he's a stat pattern. He's inefficient. Doesn't help. So and so. But it was basketball conversations. Now it's just like, who can have the most illogical, anti-intellectual take on whichever side they're on. Like the things we're holding against each guy is so stupid, and it's just like not based in reality, and it bothers me.
Something that really irritates me too, like something about it always irritates me when players or people just grab crayon eater arguments and apply it. They package it as a blanket statement, as if everyone thinks this way. And specifically throughout this large article, this dude said, because of advanced stats, Jokic is an elite defender or top rim. No one truly thinks that shit. When you think about elite defender, who is thinking about Nikola Jokic? You're
not
thinking
everybody's
about
Daryl
guys
Morey
like
talking
Giannis,
about calculators.
Jaren Jackson Jr., Rudy Gobert of his past days. Like, yo, come on now, let's be for real. No one in their right mind is seriously saying that.
You're
seriously.
So right. And everyone's always like, people only voted for Jokic because of analytics. I'm like, or because he's averaging 25, 10, and 10. Like, it's also incredible.
Yeah, they just pick and choose and dump off random points from terrible arguments, and then they're talking themselves into things. It's
and then they'll say stupid shit like, you guys were applauding Jokic for averaging a triple-double. Well, when Russell Westbrook did it, he was stat padding. Because Russell Westbrook had a 55% true shooting, and Jokic has a 70% true shooting, motherfucker. Like, it's obvious.
God, man. I love this, though. Because this is why we're employed right now, Isaac. Like, if there was no dumbass argument to be made, if we didn't hear these nasty crayon eater arguments on a consistent basis through NBA Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, then there would be nothing to put our foot down on and like converse about. This is the beauty and also the sucky part about the NBA community. But I love it.
I'd rather converse about other things if it was me personally deciding, but.
Then go be a baseball fan, okay?
Oh, fuck no.
Go talk about hockey, all right?
Go talk about war and exit velocity and all the other crap they talk about.
That stuff sucks.
That sounds horrible.
That's what separates the NBA.
Bro, exit
from
velocity
any
is
and
the
every
stupidest
other.
baseball stat I've ever heard.
Well, do you know what that is?
No, what is it?
It's how fast the ball comes off the bat when you swing.
It's literally how fast does the ball leave the stadium?
Oh my god!
Exit velocity, like how hard are you hitting it that it goes fast?
That
the
is
other way?
incredibly lame. That is incredibly lame, bro.
Yeah, baseball analytics are what bag Twitter thinks basketball analytics are. They think we're measuring like the degree of Jokic passes. Like we're talking about the right angles he throws it at.
God, man, yeah, that's nasty
awful
work. That's nasty.
Yeah, man. We can move on. I hate the MVP conversation. Sadly, we're going to be drowned in it for the next couple weeks, so everyone can prepare to hear us talk about this more. But I'm not enjoying it. Let's talk about. Let's keep it up with another sad story. Not sad in a direct way, but implication way.
The
Portland Trailblazers.
Oh.
No. The Portland Trailblazers have shut down Damian Lillard, effectively deciding to tank for the last 10 games of the season, which is fine. They're the 14th seed or something like that now. Actually, I think they're 12th or 13. But, they said there's no longer any point of us rolling our guys out there. Let's just throw in the towel and play for a good draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
And while that'd be okay on paper, right? The 13th seed gave up. That happens all the time. This 13th seed has a point guard who is averaging 32 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds on the best shooting percentage of his career, who is lighting the NBA up, not getting any younger, and refuses to leave.
Dang.
What do we do?
Listen, what do you want me to say? Like, Damian Lillard doesn't want to leave Portland.
Nope.
And Portland doesn't want Damian Lillard to leave. You have a situation that is built for mid to consist, to thrive, right? This is a thriving situation for mid. If both parties are okay with being the 12th to 13th seed every single year, then hey, that's what they want. Let them live their life, and we just got to move on. We just got to accept that they don't want to prosper in the Damian Lillard era. That's just not going to happen. Or else they would have made moves to actually go help Damian Lillard. And if they don't think that they can do that, trade him and actually start a rebuild. But again, they don't want to do that.
I have a question for you guys. There's a team off the top of my head, but I can't remember 100% that has tried to do this.
The Washington Wizards?
Time. No, but a team that's tried to rebuild while also at the same time. They were actually a little bit successful at it. Is it the Warriors? I don't know. They tried to rebuild while also contend.
Yeah, it's them.
Yeah, it's the Warriors.
It was the Warriors, correct? So, like, I think the Warriors, I don't want to say they're proof in the pudding that it can work, but you have to, like, genuinely...
But they had...
Sure, if you have 3 stars instead of 1.
That's what I was about to say. If you have a Hall of Fame... If you have 3 Hall of Famers coming back to your team, then, yeah, like, it's going to work. But if you have Anthony Simons, Yusuf Nurkic, and, like, Jeremy Grant, like... Listen, no disrespect to Jeremy Grant, but he's not a Hall of Famer or nothing like that. Like, it's just what it is. So you don't have the talent or the infrastructure to be able to tank and then bring Dame back into the fold. It's just not going to work.
I just feel like there's no way over the next 2 years. Watch me, my dumb ass be hella wrong, and we're having the same conversation 2 years later when Dame's like 35, 36 years old.
We definitely will.
But I just feel like for the Portland Trail Blazers organization to sit there and consistently watch mid and run back the same exact thing, you're doing obviously a huge disservice to everybody that you're involved with. Damian Lillard, the fans. You're doing a disservice for yourself too. And like one day, I know this is gonna happen. I just sense it's gonna happen. All right, book it. The Blazers are gonna move Dame first before Dame separates himself, and then coming time we'll see it happen in, like, I don't know, a Taylor Brooks interview where Damian Lillard's damn near breaking down or crying or whatever and talking about how he would have died for this organization and whatnot. And then we're gonna have this revamped conversation about player empowerment and like loyalty and all this dumbass shit. So who's gonna make the first move? Will there be a first movement?
It has to be the Blazers. I don't think. Well, listen, maybe. I don't think
He's
that
their GOAT.
I don't think that's already established, right? So if you're the Blazers and you say, Dame, you've already done everything here, like you're our GOAT, we're just gonna move on from you because we have to do it, and like you still have a little bit of value. I think it has to come from them. It's very clear that Dame is not going to ask out. I think
it's the opposite. I think it's more clear they're never going to trade him. Like, for a team like them, at this point, he's only getting older, right? Mm-hmm. His peak trade value was a year and a half ago. Maybe you could say now.
Yes.
He's going to be good for another 2 years. 36-year-old, 34-year-old Dame, it's not going to be worth enough for them to get rid of their greatest player in team history that they're going to be loyal to forever. Why give that up when he's 36 and it already doesn't matter? Like, you're going to get maybe 2 first-round picks for him, if that. At that point, you just give him the Kobe treatment, give him a max contract, and let him be your brand ambassador until he dies. Like,
I think that because of the position that they're in right now, and they're in play for potentially a top 10 pick and whatnot, you find yourself in a very good position when it comes to youth, because you got guys like Shaedon Sharpe on the team who over the last 5 games has been averaging like 20 points on 50% shooting from the field and 45% from 3. You got Anthony Simons and whatnot, and then Jeremy Grant. I don't know if you want to throw him in the young player category, but he's 27, 28. I don't know. But he's a piece. He's an asset. And I feel like if you were to land yourself on one of – I don't know how serious you guys are into the draft or whatever, but if you were to draft one of those young dudes, whether it be one of the twins or Darius Miller, or hell, maybe if you get the second number 2 pick and you land yourself on Scoot Henderson, at that point – something has to be done, because you can't keep doing this cycle and just
a lot of luck
hope
too
to run it back, bro.
They need lottery luck for sure.
I think, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Adam Silver, I am rigging the draft for the Portland Trailblazers. I'm rigging the shit out of it.
It's gonna Thompson win in Portland.
The only time the NBA rigs drafts is for organizations that seem really incompetent. All right,
True.
And
true.
the Portland Trailblazers are one of those.
I've been on this. Listen, we will have these discussions come the summer. I will let y'all know exactly what the NBA is going to do. It's what they did in 2019 for the New Orleans Pelicans. But that's neither here nor there. But right now, according to we'll have that talk. According to Tankathon right now, the Blazers have a 39.9% chance of jumping into the top 4 of the draft. That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They low key can slide into 1 or 2 and get like Wemby or Scoot Henderson. Like their entire organization.
If they get Wemby,
if you get Wemby, then that is the only exception where you don't trade Damian Lillard because like, okay, why you might as well ride into the sunset with Dame, put him around these young dudes, and just let shit ride. That's the only exception. But if you get Scoot, you have to move Damian Lillard. There's no way around it, bro.
I don't think they will. I think at the end of the day, they're not going to move their franchise GOAT. If you're a small market team and you have your greatest player in franchise history, no competition, and he's done nothing but tell everybody every time he gets a mic how loyal he is to you, and then you trade him, who is going to want to play for you? You can't afford to do that as a small market team.
That's true. That is true.
You gotta be really. You gotta be really, fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? You have to really be coordinated with what you decide to do after that, because no one's really gonna trust you.
I don't think it matters. I think full stop. They can't do it.
Who trades for Dame though? Who's trading for Dame? Who needs him the most right now to make that next jump?
Question.
Okay, so let's go through the teams. The Hawks don't want him. The Celtics, would they trade Jalen for him?
They would trade Jaylen Brown in a fucking heartbeat for Dame.
Yeah, the Nets, they're not on that timeline. Yeah, the Bulls, they throw out Levine and some stuff. Yeah, maybe I can see that.
I would not take
Cavs don't need him. Pacers don't need him. The Nuggets, could they try to get him?
Miami would.
Oh, Miami in a heartbeat. They're always in the conversation.
What the Nuggets do? That's so interesting. I would love.
That'd be sick.
Oh my god.
That'd be sick.
Oh my.
The world needs it.
Jamal Murray and everything else I could trade you. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be magnificent.
The Clippers, I don't know if they have the assets anymore. Listen, Pelicans maybe. Obviously the Knicks are always going to be in it.
They got hella assets. I like that. The Pelicans,
deep cut
for sure.
The T-Wolves don't have a long-term point guard anymore.
Yeah, no.
But they don't have any picks though.
True.
Yeah. They're one of the teams that would make this move.
Okay.
It's just the fact that
of teams.
Whether or not the Portland Trail Blazers would do this, I just feel like we've been having the same conversation for like 5 years now.
No, for sure. Yeah.
God, man.
And we all gave up on Bradley Beal being traded. That's past it. This offseason, if things just go back, we're never talking about Damian Lillard trades ever again.
Yeah.
Like it's cooked. We're barely talking about him now.
He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave. So he's just not going to leave.
So be it.
Simple play.
It's even more disgusting that Yusuf Nurkic is still on this roster. What does he do for your organization? It's just
he's Dame's friend. That's it. He's just a friendly guy. Solid center.
He's a +1.
Yeah.
God, that's funny. All right, before we get out of here, let's talk about one more team. The Cleveland Cavaliers have clinched a playoff spot without LeBron James for the first time in 25 years.
Damn.
Good for them.
Now, the past 20 games, Evan Mobley has taken the leap everybody wanted him to take. People were kind of lumping him in with Scotty Barnes to start the year. Like, these second-year guys just aren't making that linear progression you want.
That's so nasty.
He's been better in every single way, especially the last 20 games. These last 20 games, he's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.6 blocks on the best efficiency of his career. He's been a two-way force.
Absolutely, dude. And I feel like not only the development part, he's just naturally getting better, but I feel like guys like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland has helped him find his way, and he's now moving in unison with everybody else. It's so hard to adjust alongside a guard. It's not so hard, but it's hard for a guard, a big like Evan Mobley to adjust with someone who demands a lot of attention and power, and has a ball in his hands on a consistent basis, like Donovan Mitchell. And now I feel like Donovan has a lot more trust in Evan Mobley, and that team is working beautifully, bro. I love that team.
Me too. Right now, they're for the whole season, not just the last 20 games. For the season, they're number 1 in defense and number 8 in offense. Being the best defense and still a not top tier but really good offense, that's a championship recipe. Like that's how you win a championship.
Being the best defense with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell as your two guards,
Ridiculous.
Two undersized guards who are not known for defense, and you are the best in the league. That's crazy. And listen, they're about a game and a half back of the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. They low key can make that up. They can potentially jump to 3, especially if James Harden continues to be out, if Joel Embiid maybe sits another game or two, right? Because Philly has some tough games down the stretch of the season. Is Cleveland going to jump to 3?
Oh, that'll be so interesting, bro.
Right, because right now they're matched up to play the Knicks in the first round, home court advantage. If they can jump up to 3 and maybe play the Brooklyn Nets who hold on to the 6 seed, they would sweep the Nets.
It would be brutal. It would be massacre.
They would sweep the Nets in the first round. They might have. This is great. They really might have like a great chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can jump up to 3.
Well, I mean, second round they'll be playing the Celtics, which not great.
That's not a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, but I mean, listen. But if you have an easier first round, right? You have time to rest. You have time to plan, get everything right, going clicking.
It's better than playing the Bucks after a hard first round series.
Facts. So I don't know.
I have a lot of faith in them. Like everybody's kind of like moving with the air of caution when they talk about them because we have these other 3 teams in the East that are like monstrous. Mm-hmm. And like we've been talking about all year, they're young and experienced. A lot of people need to like see it before they go out here putting the Cavs in this top tier. I don't need to see a damn thing. They are one of the best teams in the East. I'm lumping them in with the 76ers. Maybe the other 2 teams are a little in their own tier, a little bit better.
Fair. Yeah.
But this team is as good as almost anybody in the conference and can compete with any of those teams.
I agree.
That is very fair to say. They're definitely right up there with the 76ers. And if you were to tell me the 76ers and them face off in a playoff series, I couldn't tell you who wins off the bat of my head.
Look at this growth from Mo. He was hating on the Cavs early in the season.
They're still not on the Celtics and Cavs level. I mean, Celtics and Bucks level. Let's get that straight, all right? I just said they were never on their level, all right?
Listen, if you had to have anybody out there to defend Giannis, I'd want Evan Mobley and Jared Allen to be those people. Not saying they're going to successfully do it, but it's not a bad place to start.
One thing that I'm super proud of with the Cleveland Cavaliers, specifically Isaac Okoro. I've been peeping his growth. 3-point percentage has been climbing over the last 3 months drastically.
Good for him.
And now he's a solid, seems like he's a consistent piece. The other night, I was watching them play the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
I saw Karis LeVert hop off of a nasty ass. I think he got a turn. I think he stole the ball, and then he was kind of in disarray and peeped Isaac Okoro at the left corner 3, and he swung that thing. Isaac Okoro was wide open, and he cashed it, and that was basically game. That right there is like peak what the Cavs need. What the fuck are you going to get from your wings? And they got exactly what they needed from their wings. Karis LeVert, your job is to go ahead and play make, do all the little things, and Isaac Okoro, please just shoot and play defense. And he did that. So it's like, it's working.
100%.
It's working.
No, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. They can make some noise, and if they upset Milwaukee, I would be shocked. If they upset Boston or Philly, I would not be shocked.
I'd be a little shocked about Boston, but I wouldn't be like, I never saw this coming. You know, like it wouldn't be like the most bewildering thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're in there. And Darius Garland is having such an overlooked season because Donovan Mitchell came in and is the guy. Obviously, he's better. Mm-hmm. Took away his shine. Like it would be easy to assume Darius Garland hasn't been that great based on the lack of conversation around him. But he's been putting up essentially the exact same numbers with just a little bit better efficiency. Like he's just transitioning to having a lower usage and providing the exact same value he provided before.
That is such elite. That's such elite sentence that you just said, and it shows how good of a player Darius Garland is. There's not a lot of players who can have the ball in their hands the exact same amount or a little bit lower and give you the same exact production.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Shows how lethal of a player he is.
He's averaging 21 points per game still, taking one less shot per game. He's averaging one less assist naturally, but like his efficiency is a little bit higher. Like it's what you'd expect from a high-level guard who can play next to another guard.
Shout out Cleveland. Shout out Cleveland. They made the move. They rolled the dice. They really came out of nowhere to get Donovan Mitchell, and now it's paying off. So shout out to them.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, just like how we started off the episode with saying how to lose a franchise player, 101, the Dallas Mavericks, how to build a great franchise, once again, 101 the Cleveland Cavaliers. They
Yep.
waited the exact time, the exact perfect moment to bite on a superstar or a star, however you view that, and Donovan Mitchell,
He's a star.
and they're moving in unison, bro. This is beautiful what the Cleveland Cavaliers are doing.
For sure. Shout out them. Guys, I want to keep talking about the Cavs. I would love to. But I think it's time for TikTok time.
The
Let's do
Crayon
it.
Eaters are banging on my door right now. They can't wait.
Hooting and hollering.
Let's jump into it.
All right. As always, we're going to start with the draft. Same thing we always do. And today we're going to do point guards only. So we're going to do by position. We got to go and say, like, for my center, I'm picking this guy because, they're all really point guards.
Yeah.
I have the first pick. I think
Mo has the second.
Mo is the second pick. Donovan is third pick.
Yep.
Cool. I'm glad I have the first pick for this one.
Go ahead.
Let's draft NBA lineups with only point guards. First pick, give me Magic Johnson for my center.
Okay, that's nice. I expected that.
You guys, you should.
That's nothing surprising. Lame ass pick. Give me Stephen Curry.
Okay.
All right, that's cool.
Are you putting him with the two?
Look, I need a little bit of height. Give me Penny Hardaway.
Oh, I was hoping he fell.
Give me Penny Hardaway at my 5. And then for my point guard, give me James Harden as my point guard.
That's a great pick. Damn.
James Harden. Wow, you came in with the heavy hitters this one. I like this,
I'm coming for the win.
Damn.
You got some girth
Okay.
to your team.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Hey. I ain't catch that initially. It flew over my head. But goddamn, man. You kind of wrong for that.
crazy.
All right. So, with my pick, give me, at my 5, give me Russell Westbrook. I need a
Fuck, I was going to pick him next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me Luka Doncic at my 3. I need the extra size.
Yeah.
And then, this is weird, I know. Give me prime Ben Simmons at my 4. I got to have the two good point guards.
I'm so mad. I literally wrote down 2019 Ben Simmons to draft.
Wow.
That's good.
No one's having a
Wow.
no one's having a bigger front court than me.
That's good.
Wow. This dude said prime Ben Simmons. I don't even remember what that looks like anymore, dude. It's been so long.
It's a distant memory, but he existed, I promise.
All right, cool. So for my 2, go ahead and give me. It's kind of small, but give me Allen Iverson.
Okay, we'll let you have him as a point guard.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Okay. All right. Where am I gonna go? Okay, for my 2, give me Damian Lillard. I messed it up. For my 2, give me Damian Lillard.
Damn, I wanted him.
Fuck.
And then for my 3, I kind of want somebody who can do a little bit of everything. Play some good defense. A little off the wall, but I need some role players. Give me Lonzo Ball to play my 3.
Okay. I see the team building vision.
Okay, that's solid. It's my turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, for my 3, give me a better version of Lonzo Ball. Give me Jason Kidd.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
Okay. I definitely need some defense. So give me Gary Payton as one of my guards.
That's good.
That's nice.
And then I need one more shooter. I'll take Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, okay, that's nice.
That's nice. That's good.
All right, so I got Curry, AI, and then Jason Kidd, and then on my 5, I have Westbrook. So I got one more pick. I need someone who's kind of low usage and can do it all, and I need someone who give me 2-time All-Star Drew Holiday for my 4. I need that.
Oh, that's
pick.
a great pick. I didn't even think about Drew.
Play
Good.
defense,
Oh.
pass, shoot. He could do it all. I won. I want to do the mic drop, but this mic is too expensive to drop.
All right, that's
It's a
good.
$30 mic.
Facts. All right. Let's see. I really just want some talent right now. So at my 4, give me 6'5" Oscar Robinson.
That's
a good
nice. That's a
Okay.
great pick.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
My team is huge.
That's my team. All right,
So
who
I
you
got
got?
Kyrie at the 1, Gary Payton at the 2, Luka at the 3, Ben Simmons at the 4, and Magic at the 5.
That's good.
Ben
That's-
and Magic at the 4 and 5 is nice.
And
Too
Luka,
bad
6'7",
Ben's a bitch
6'9",
now.
6'9".
Yeah.
Who you got, Mo?
All right, so I got Curry at the 1, AI at the 2, Jason Kidd at the 3, Drew Holiday at the 4, and I got Russell Westbrook at the 5.
It's a pretty good
Very
team.
versatile lineup.
Okay. All right.
You didn't sell.
I got James Harden at my 1, Damian Lillard at my 2, Lonzo Ball at the 3, Oscar Robertson at the 4, and Penny Hardaway at the 5.
I love every
It's not
single
bad.
one of your picks except for Lonzo.
Who won this draft?
I don't know. I mean, like,
I
listen,
love your
all these
team.
point guards are mad ball dominant. I just needed somebody who I know can just keep the ball moving, play a little bit of defense.
That's
right,
why I
knock
got
out
Ben
some
Simmons
shots.
and Gary Payton. They don't need the ball at all.
Yeah.
It was
And
play
that's
lockdown
why I
defense.
got Jason Kidd and also Drew Holiday.
Listen, I got Magic, Luka, and Kyrie, so the comments are gonna pick me for sure.
Magic, Luka, and Kyrie. But you also have Ben Simmons, which is a big ass black hole on your team.
But he did get prime
It's
Ben
all
Simmons,
stars,
though.
all NBA Ben Simmons.
He did get
Bro.
prime Ben Simmons. We got to give him that.
I have the best defender on the list. The best 2 defenders on the list.
I'm sorry, but when we see Ben Simmons, we're not thinking about 2019 Ben Simmons. We're talking about
I specified.
street clothes Ben Simmons right now.
I made it clear it is not this year.
I think this might be the most equal draft we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like this one. All right,
Good
cool.
shit.
that's hard. I don't. The comments will be split. I think between me and Mo, because Mo has Curry. Mo has the best offensive team. I think. Rest of the 5 is tantalizing. We'll see.
Real quick, we're going to take a break from the pod to tell you guys about Underdog Fantasy, the best and easiest way to play fantasy sports online. And it's super simple. You can play on the app or online, and all you have to do is hit higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite player's stats for the night. And if you get up to 5 entries right, you can win up to 20 times your money in a single night of hoops. And listen, playoff basketball is right around the corner. There's high stakes basketball to get in on the action every single night. And if you sign up today using promo code TD3, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. And that's free money that you can use to make more winning tickets. So again, sign up today using promo code TD3 and get in on the action right now.
If you can
Next
play
thing
his
we're
role
gonna
in
do-
set screens, will be good.
Next thing
he's
we're going
never
to do
done.
is we're going to play a game with NBA nicknames, which, as you guys know, if you go on Basketball Reference and type in any player you want and then look at underneath them, you'll see 10 nicknames you've never heard a day in your life. So I'm going to name some of those nicknames. You guys have to tell me who this player is. I'm going to give you some options.
Let's go.
Which NBA player's nickname is this? Tsunami Poppy. Is this Kelly
Oh, that's
Oubre
Kelly
or Jordan
Oubre.
Clarkson?
That's
Kelly Oubre.
That's Kelly.
Yeah.
You guys have heard this one?
Kelly, yeah.
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 Listen.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's pretty well known.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kelly's the man. Who hasn't heard that?
Okay.
I was wondering.
I
I was
like
wondering who was gonna say it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sweet Melon, Ray Allen, or Carmelo Anthony?
I think
What?
that's Ray. I think I'm gonna go with Ray. I don't think.
Yeah, that dome is definitely Ray. He has that sweet melon on him, bro. Those Boston lights beaming at his head. Are you kidding me? Who else could it be?
Oh my!
He has the what?
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
He has the sweet melon on him.
That's crazy. This is
Is he
Carmelo
right, though?
Anthony's nickname.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
I guess
Wow.
mellow melon. That's still. That's a
That's
jump though.
no correlation.
Honey Bun. This is Glenn Davis or James Harden.
Oh no, that's Glenn. That's Glenn Davis.
It wouldn't shock you if
he's
it was
big.
James Harden because
just big and
the
greedy. He has
amount
to
of
be named after a
motion that he
snack.
got back
Big and
there is kind of
greedy.
crazy.
That,
What do you think, Mo?
That man came out of training camp 300 pounds. That's him. That's him.
yeah, it's definitely Glenn Davis. But it wouldn't shock me if it was Harden though, because of all the motion that he has going on.
Well, it shouldn't shock you because this is James Harden's nickname.
Word.
Yep, James
Who
Harden's
calls him
Honey
Honey
Bun.
Bun?
The streets, I don't know.
God, man, these streets are
That's your
nasty.
strip club name. Honey Bun?
Next one. The Little Emperor. LeBron James or Chris Paul?
I was about to say, this got to be. You might try to throw us off.
It
but
has
this
to be Chris Paul.
Look,
It has to be Chris Paul.
it has to be Chris Paul. But I feel like it's too obvious. It's Chris Paul.
It
Yeah.
has to be Chris Paul.
Yeah. Who the hell called LeBron little?
Somebody. This is LeBron James' nickname.
God, I knew it, Donovan. What the fuck? I
He's the
told
king.
you. He was trying to throw us off.
He's
Fuck.
already the king. I didn't think he was going to be the king and the emperor. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Oh my God.
He has a unified belt. Multiple weight classes. Right. Bubble cheese. Is this
Oh,
Rudy
this is
Gobert?
Deion Waiters.
Let me finish this sentence.
This man loves Deion Waiters.
Yeah, it's Deion Waiters. This
Rudy
is wannabe
Gobert or
Kobe.
Deion Waiters? And you already said it. Okay. Last one. Underground GOAT. Is this Lou Williams or Jamal Crawford?
This Harry
Ooh,
Tubman.
this is good.
All right, who was it? Who were the options again?
Jamal Crawford or Lou Williams?
It got to be Lou Williams. It has
why?
to be Lou Williams.
Lou Williams, bro, he has mixtape on mixtape on mixtape out right now. Holy shit, I'm crying.
Yeah, Lou Williams be in these streets. He's the underground.
Yeah, he's a Gwinnett County GOAT. All right, this is definitely Lou Williams.
You guys got this one right. It's Lou Williams.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Harriet
Let's
Tubman.
go.
That's funny. Do I include that in the edit?
Yes, please.
I
Please.
can't breathe.
Oh fuck. You need that.
Next thing,
Funny.
we're going to do a tier list again. This time, we're going to put teams in tier lists instead of players like we usually do.
Okay.
And it's going to be based around who has the best jerseys.
Okay.
So,
How many
let's put
teams
these
is
NBA teams into a tier list based on how good their jerseys are. First off, the Lakers.
Oh,
I
think they're A.
What like current jerseys?
Just their current jerseys, the entire package.
Okay, A.
A.
I'll give them an A. I still don't think that they figured
I
out.
kind of want to put him B on the low, but
I
they're
still don't think
Lakers.
that they figured out how to structure their away jersey, the purple jersey. I
Yeah.
still don't think they figured that out. And then the yellow,
right.
the yellow, it's
Bro.
not gold. It's a
Yeah,
yellow.
but it's still good though.
It's mad
they're
bright.
purple, bro.
Yeah, but
they're
sure, you take it away from the history of the gold. It's a good yellow jersey.
It's still mad bright though. I don't like.
I like
it.
it.
I'll give them A. I'll give them A.
Yeah,
not
they,
S.
they deserve A. They
If
consistently
they
have
had
really good
this
ultimates.
jersey right here that was in 2019,
Dang.
this shit they would be
Talking to your mic.
Yeah, I'm talking to my mic. If they had this jersey right here still around, I think I would confidently put them in A. But honestly, I resent my A.
That
and I
jersey
wanna put them in
sucks.
B.
What are you talking about?
What
They
the
would be.
Are you kidding me? This sucks.
That's ugly. I
That's
don't know
like-
why.
I
I don't know
mean,
why you
I
spent your
don't-
money on that. That's stupid. That's a bad.
Well, it's
investment.
fake.
That's a
Joke's
bad
on you,
investment.
man. It wasn't even. It's prop, man. Shit.
No, they consistently do have really good alternate jerseys, even if that one's not great.
That one's
That was
fantastic.
bad. That was bad.
I'll put them in A for sure.
The Golden State Warriors.
I want to give them S tier because the rest of their package is great. That stupid gray black rose jersey,
Yeah.
whatever they have, has.
Hey, but you can't see it when it's tucked in.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
still
look as bad when it's
That makes it
tucked in.
even stupider. Why even put it there?
I don't know, but I don't see it, so I don't care. It's a cool black
can't-
jersey to me.
I can't put it in S. I can't do it.
I kind of want to
to
put them. I kind of want to put them in S tier.
No, I'm giving them S. The Warriors consistently have incredible jerseys every year. They are
can't
S
do
tier.
it. I can't do it. Not
Yeah.
with this one. For the record, Donovan
I
hates
can.
this one. Donovan hates this one. I hate this one.
I'm glad Donovan hates it.
It's awful.
Isaac loves it since we're doing this.
S.
The Houston Rockets.
They have
B?
to be S for me personally.
S.
tier?
Yeah, I like their jerseys.
I like the jerseys a lot too.
They're solid.
I'm closer to B than I am to S.
Yeah.
I think 2019 or so when they had CP, they had really good jerseys, but the rebrand's a little worse now. I think.
That's fair.
There's not
B is
too much personality in the new rebrand. I'll drop them down to B.
I'm cool with B.
I like the throwbacks though a lot. That's what carries the S.
The
for
green
me.
ones?
No, the
Yeah.
blue ones. Wait, you like the green ones?
No, the blue ones. My bad.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the blue pinstripe, those are hard. Those are hard.
Yeah.
Okay. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Bro, I hate their alternates suck ass. It reminds me of the public transportation bus, bro, here in Atlanta. I don't like it at all. I don't mess with it.
Oh, you talking about the city ones?
Yeah, terrible.
I think C's okay.
I like their jerseys pretty much. Over the last 5 years, I've liked almost all their jerseys, I think.
I think they're
I think we got to go.
B, C. We have to put some C's in this bitch.
We do.
Okay, if y'all think they're C, we can go C.
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 For the record, I like the jerseys. But I also just love neon green, so maybe I'm just biased.
Yeah, C for sure. C.
The Clippers.
Oh, that's an F.
Big F.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they're terrible.
Get them out of
bro.
here.
Their design
we talked
team.
about it earlier in the season. They have those racist jerseys that's disrespectful to the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Listen, you can't be prejudiced with your jerseys. I don't like it. F
Yeah,
tier.
nah.
Every city jersey they bring out is worse and worse every year somehow.
they keep trying to insert themselves into GTA, and I don't understand it. They're trying to.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, bro. It's like they went into Los Santos Customs and told the mechanic to do them right, and this has failed every single time.
Listen, they're building their new stadium in Inglewood, and they're showing it's. Okay. The Milwaukee Bucks.
I want to say
This is an easy A tier for me. I love the Bucks jerseys.
They're good.
The Cream City is crazy.
But they don't have Cream City
Donovan,
anymore.
Isaac.
That's not this year.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're not Cream City anymore right now. That's not the current year jersey.
Cream City was
Really?
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but now they got the blue ones, which are gorgeous.
Those are
I
cool.
might go S if y'all are about it.
I'm down with S. Let's do S.
I'll go S.
Let's go. Put them in S.
That
Some of my
throwback
favorite
that they
colors, bro.
have, that purple throwback is fire.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
S.
Nice. And that concludes that TikTok. Next thing up, we're gonna do some more all-time lineups.
Okay.
So I should have prepared for this one. I didn't. So we're gonna just go off the cuff. But I'm gonna name some NBA teams, and we have to make their all-time 1 through 5 of the greatest players in their team's history.
Okay. In the team's history, like how they were with that team, right?
Yeah. It's great. It's not best.
Okay.
How did I hook this last time? Did I do a hook in the beginning?
I can't remember.
You did.
I'm gonna name some NBA teams. Let's make their greatest. I'm gonna name some NBA teams. Let's make their all-time starting fives.
There we go.
Who is the all-time starting five for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
All right.
So you got Westbrook, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Westbrook's the one.
Harden.
James Harden at the 2?
Yep.
Or
James Harden's the 2.
wait, but
But it wasn't All-Star Harden when he was
yeah,
there.
that's true. I think we should put Gary Payton at the 2,
Okay, Gary Payton at the 2. That's fair. You're right.
right?
Okay.
KD at the 3.
KD at 3.
No brainer. Nick Collison at the 4.
Fuck no.
He is an all-time member of that team.
He got his jersey retired.
Are we doing Sean Kemp or Serge Ibaka? It's gotta be Sean Kemp, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's put Serge. I mean, Sean.
Okay.
Sean, easy.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean Kemp at the 4.
Center.
And then,
So who's their 5?
are we putting Serge Ibaka at the 5? Are we
Is it
forgetting
Serge
about
Ibaka
somebody?
or Steven Adams?
I think it might be Serge Ibaka.
I don't know.
Okay. Is there nobody we're thinking of miss? Is there nobody we're forgetting from before that?
Let me see.
Devontae Sabonis was ass back then. Forget. Never mind.
I think we're good.
Okay, let's go Serge.
Or
Yeah.
Prime
sure.
Surge was Prime Surge was legit one of the best defenders alive. We can go with him.
Serge Ibaka. They called that man back then day.
True.
The
They called
Clippers.
that man that back at the end of the day.
All right,
Clippers.
so CP at the 1.
Easy.
Easy.
Yep.
I'm trying to
Who's
think.
at the 2?
Do we put Paul George and Kawhi in there already?
Yeah, definitely. Paul
mean-
George, Kawhi, Blake Griffin, book it.
Just off of skill, feel like we have to.
Wait. So Paul George at the 2, Kawhi at the 3, and Blake Griffin at the 4?
Yeah, I think
we
so.
have to. And then
I mean, who
DeAndre
else is there
Ayton
from?
at the
Who
5.
else is there from like the pre-CP days? We're not thinking about. They didn't exactly have the wealth of talent.
We thinking about ESP or pre-CP
So-
days? There's
Yeah,
Baron
that's
Davis that I think of, and then there's Jason Richardson.
Nah. Okay, yeah, I think Paul George and Kawhi have to be there, even though it feels weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then are we doing DeAndre Jordan at the 5?
Yeah, I think DeAndre Jordan has to be the 5. He was all NBA. I don't know who else it'd
Dude,
be.
the greatest
I mean,
moment.
Bob McAdoo.
Oh yeah, Bob McAdoo. You're right.
Bob
Yeah, I forgot
McAdoo.
he's a Clipper.
Thank the Lord you said that, bro.
Yeah.
About to say
I'm
the
glad you're
greatest
here to
moment of
think of the
DeAndre
old heads.
Jordan's
It's
career
Bob
was
McAdoo.
blocking out Blake Griffin from escaping his house.
Facts.
Okay, perfect.
All right, cool.
The Orlando Magic.
All right, so we got Penny Hardaway at the 1,
Yep.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady at the 2,
Yep.
Okay.
Grant Hill at the 3.
Okay.
In your bag.
Who's the best 4? We can't put Dwight at the 4.
No, we're not. That's cheating. We got to do an
Okay.
actual 4.
Okay.
It should be Dwight and Shaq. Obviously, Shaq's on there over Dwight though.
Yeah.
Who is there 4?
Is it
Rashard Lewis or
Did Horace Grant play
Rashad?
for him?
is it Horace Grant, Hito Turkoglu?
Oh, I'm cool putting Hedo. That's kind of cool. That's fun.
you're not doing
Right?
good for your agenda right now, Isaac.
What?
Yeah, it's either. I think at the 4, it's either Rashard Lewis or Hito Turkoglu.
Hito was an all-star, right?
Hito was. I like Hito personally.
Yeah, okay, we'll put Hito.
Okay, shout out Turkoglu.
Yeah,
I just like saying his name.
And then Shaq at the 5.
Nice. It's a nasty 5.
Sorry, Dwight.
Okay. The Houston Rockets.
Okay, James Harden at the 1.
Okay. We're not putting him at the 2? You want to put him at the 1?
Yeah, I don't think they have a.
You don't put Chris Paul in there? Was he not there long enough?
I think we should put Chris Paul in there.
No,
they nearly beat that Warriors team, and that should be an accomplishment alone.
He was there for like 2. He was there for 2. No, I'm not putting him as one of like the best Rockets of all time.
Okay,
I would rather put James Harden at the 1, Tracy McGrady at the 2.
Okay.
At the 5, obviously we have Hakeem Olajuwon.
Of course.
And then
Now
we have to figure out 3 and 4.
Do we put Clyde Drexler? He was old though.
Oh.
We can't put Clyde in there for not putting CP in there.
Yeah.
Granted, Clyde won a championship though, so maybe you could.
Yeah, we could put Clyde at the 2. I feel like we low key might be able to move Tracy to the 3.
Yeah, we can put Clyde at the 2 if you want to do that.
Okay, so then we have to pick up the 4.
Who's the 4 in that Rockets team?
It was nobody. Did Moses Malone ever play on the Rockets?
Did he? I'll check.
I think so.
I think he did.
I think you onto something.
I think he did.
He did, and he made 5 All-Stars with them. Let's go Moses Malone.
All right, yeah. We'll do
Easy.
Even though he was a center the whole time, do we want to still allow it?
Oh, dang.
We didn't see the position.
Moses Malone's kind of a center, but he plays enough power forward. I think we can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What was he, 6'8" or something like that?
He's like 6'10".
Yeah, he's a power forward.
Whatever. Yeah.
Next one, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
So obviously we got Giannis at the 4, Kareem at the 5.
Big O at the 1 or 2.
What do you say?
Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Okay, Big O, Giannis, and Kareem are the locks.
Yeah.
We're getting Ray Allen.
So now we're getting interesting. Do we put Ray Allen, or do we reward Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton for winning a championship?
Who will be most more remembered? Who will
we
be
gotta
more remembered?
put we gotta put Sidney Moncrief in there.
Do we?
I think so. I think Sidney Moncrief is better. I think he might be better than Ray Allen. I think he's probably better than Chris Middleton. They got some guys.
He's a Hall of
from
Famer.
back
I
in the
respect
day.
that.
Yeah, they got some guys from back in the day, and then one of their color guy, Marquez Johnson. He's also fantastic for that. I think he's like a great buck for them.
Yeah, but he's not. Sidney Moncrief is a 2. At 3, we can't go Ray Allen at 3. Ray Allen's a true 2 guard.
Yeah,
I think it's Chris Middleton. Yeah, I think it's Chris.
Okay, listen, he won the chip, so we'll put him there.
Shout out Chris Middleton.
Shout out to the greatest lumpy head player of all time.
Lumpy head is crazy.
That's crazy. Right. The Memphis Grizzlies.
All right, Mike Conley at the 1.
Definitely.
Yeah, too soon for Ja, but he'll get there eventually. But right now, it's Mike Conley.
It's going to happen. Inevitably, it's going to happen. I will put Ja in there because 5 years from now we're going to say Ja.
No, Mike Conley deserves it for now. Give Ja a couple more years.
For sure. Let's give him his respect. Mike Conley.
But then again, Mike Conley was never an All-Star with the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
well, he was
that's
the
what
end.
I'm saying.
Stop.
Let's avoid.
We should give Mike Conley his credit.
You're right. We'll give it to him. Listen,
lame.
He's the leader of a whole era.
You're right, but listen, he's only a one-time All-Star, so the lead is not secure.
Yeah, fucking whatever, bro.
Okay.
Anyways,
5 is Marc Gasol. We're not debating
5
that.
Marc Gasol is the
4 going Zebo.
Yeah, I'd say Zebo.
Yeah, Zebo. 2 and 3.
Rudy Gay or
we're not putting Rudy Gay on this list. That's for damn sure.
Are we just going with the grit and grind? We putting Tony Allen on there?
Yeah.
Nah. There's
Tony
gotta be better.
not.
Who are we forgetting about?
Who else do they have at 2? Like there was Mike Miller as like an
I think these
team.
iconic teams throughout the years.
They don't have like it's just grit and grind. It's like iconic.
Yes, I mean it was an expansion team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of history.
Dylan Brooks it is.
I'll be fucking damned. I'd rather. Are you go Tony Allen?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Shout out to Tony Allen.
All right, he's Defense Player of the Year, right?
No, I don't. No, not DPOY. He was.
He never won one.
No, I don't think
he
so.
wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
crazy.
guaranteed.
Well,
Marcus Smart broke.
He was. Tony Allen is the
6-time All Defensive Team.
Yeah, Tony Allen is the epitome of the people's DPOY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Tony Allen. Who's the 3? It's too soon for Desmond Bane.
Dylan Brooks is right there.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Damn, who are the? I gotta look at the best players in Grizzlies history.
Okay,
Dude,
I'm looking at this right now. We got Sharif Abdul-Rahim. We got Shane Battier.
Oh, Shane Battier is a good pick.
I forget about him. Fuck, I forget about him.
Let's just put Shane Battier and keep it moving.
Yeah,
this team has
Shane.
no
Shane
history.
Battier. Okay.
This team has no history.
You getting depressed looking at this team history shit.
Okay, that's cool. Shout out Shane Battier. I'm glad he has a place on this list. All right, we got one more TikTok. Donovan. Donovan, you're the host of it. Tell us what this TikTok is.
All right, so we are going to rate NBA players' haircuts. Iconic haircuts. All right.
We're going to rate them or we're going to compare them one-on-one? What do you want to do?
I want to rate them.
Okay.
I want to rate them. Yeah. All right, I'm going to send them right now. Let me know when you guys get them.
Okay. Rate them 1 through 10?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to see straight zeros in this bitch.
Let's hit this hook, Donovan. No pressure.
Let's go.
Just know I'm staring at you. Don't look at the camera. Look at us.
No, I'm looking at y'all. Listen, I'm good. All right. I'm all right. All right. Mo, you good?
Yeah, I was just
All right,
pulling
cool.
down my sock. My fucking ankle had no circulation.
All right. Let's rate these NBA. Dang it. Let's rate these NBA haircuts on a scale of 1 through 10.
Okay. I still haven't got them, though. I'm still waiting for the pictures.
Dang, my Wi-Fi is slow.
Wi-Fi's always selling.
It's always. That's why it takes so long to upload after.
Bro, NBA haircuts is always so funny. I always love these because they always bang no matter what because they're hilarious. But they're got to be some of those fun things we do.
All
I
right,
think an NBA
while
player has
still
came
loading, I'm gonna
across
try
one
this
of our TikToks before, specifically like disrespectful ones.
Maybe not yet, but eventually it'll happen, and we'll have to.
I think there's zero chance that no NBA player has seen at least one of them, bro.
I mean, yeah, we get 30 million views a month. Like it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Listen,
zero.
everybody tag NBA Today so that we could be featured on the TikTok segment.
Or not, because that will not go well for me with my employer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, facts.
Okay, I got the pictures.
I got him.
Okay. All right. First up, Elfrid Payton.
Oof. I'm not gonna give this a bad rating. It's not a bad cut. It's just crazy.
No, it's a bad cut.
Thank you.
If you're
This
an
is a
NBA
terrible
player,
haircut.
it's a terrible cut.
Bro,
We're gonna see a lot worse. Is all I'm saying. I'm gonna give it a 5.
his haircut was literally impeding his shot. It literally came over his eyes when he was trying to shoot. This
It's
is
a built-in defense.
this is the 2.
His jump shot had a home
Yeah.
court disadvantage.
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Dude's been double teamed his entire life as an NBA player, bro. It's crazy. I'm gonna give this a solid 3 because I think if it was an artist or something like that, he'd have some of the most influential hair in the game. But he's a basketball player, bro.
Actually,
He shoots
A$AP Rocky
20%
this
from
haircut.
the 3-point line.
Bro, you gave A$AP Rocky this haircut, everybody would love it.
Yeah, bro. He's never seen a wide open shot in a day in his life. Like, yeah, no. This is a definitely 3 or 4.
Bet. All right, I'm gonna try that hook again real quick. All right. First up, Elfrid Payton. All right,
Okay, I'm gonna use the first one. Go ahead.
cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Next one, we got Kenrich. Dang it, I completely botched his name.
Yeah.
First up, we got Kenrich Williams.
Oh, he got that flight reacts going
Just
on.
an 8. It's just a shag. There's nothing wrong with it. Like
South Dallas special. Listen,
Yeah, it's
if you're in Dallas, it's a 10. If you're in anywhere else in the country, this haircut is awful. You
Yeah.
cannot be walking around with this.
listen, I grew up in Texas, so I'm used to seeing this. This is nothing. So I'm just it's an 8. It's a fine haircut.
Just
You
because
in Texas and I'm in Atlanta. You come here and we're grilling you, frying you. We're making you go back inside the house and cutting that shit off immediately. That shit went off
that's
fire.
right. Just because you're used to it doesn't mean it's good. This is trash. This is trash.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
All right, next up we got Andrew Bynum.
Is that a perm?
He looks like he's straight out the 70s. This is crazy.
I don't know
What
what
year
he was
was
going
this?
for. I don't know what he was going for.
Straight out the 70s, straight off of making a classic hit in the studio, bro, that our grandmothers were dancing to and shit.
Him and Marvin
I don't
Gaye
know
were
what to think
cooking.
of this. But I ain't gonna lie, this might be the cleanest one we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's cool. It's 7. I don't got a problem with it.
7.
Yeah, we're respectable. I would say
7.
6.
This looks terrible. What are we talking about? This is awful.
I'm trying to be nice.
We don't have to. We don't have to be.
Fine, it's a 5. You got me.
This is awful. Listen, this was at a point in his career where he was struggling, right? I understand why he has that haircut. Listen,
bro,
things in life are not going well. That does not excuse this haircut. This is a 3.
This haircut is what caused the process for the 76ers right there, man. His career was over, and therefore the Sixers were over, and that stumbled into all this madness.
This is like when the high school girls go through a breakup and dye their hair red.
All right, next up, Gordon Hayward's attempt at a fade.
Fucking 0. What is this?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Gordon Hayward looked like he got bad intentions with that haircut. He looked like
what kind of Tiger King bullshit is this?
This is awful. He looks like a rookie who he looks like a rookie who had his head shaved by the vets.
Yeah, it looks like his barber pranked him. It looks like a practical joke.
He really went out in public with this. That's crazy.
You know what he looks like? He looks like a Street Fighter character.
Bro, he looks like he can't wait to assault. He looks like he can't wait to harass a person of color. That's what it looks like to me, bro. That's what it looks like for me, bro.
This is how video games treat black people's hair. This is awful. All right,
God, man.
What's next? Next up, we got Jeremy Lin's mohawk.
Bro, this shit looks dangerous. It looks like I shouldn't stand within a 4-foot vicinity of him, or I'm gonna slice my arm off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's an 8 because that haircut will probably come in handy.
It's self-defense.
Give me an 8. Yeah,
self-defense. Like a dinosaur that has the big bumps on top of him for some.
Yeah, if I need to cut fruit, yo, Jeremy, come here. Sling, and I'm right there, bro. And it's clean.
Bro,
that's hilarious.
It looks like he biologically evolved to survive harsh conditions in the wild.
That's crazy. Listen, it's a productive haircut. For productivity, 8 out of 10. For look wise, 2 out of 10. These are all trash. These are all trash.
Yeah, he looks like it looks like a video game character again.
Yeah, I love it. cut.
People need advisors for their haircuts. The same way that they need stylists, they need people telling them every day how to wear their hair. This is terrible. Last one. We got this braided beard. It's not even about his hair. It's about his beard and the dreadlocks or the cornrows or whatever he was going for on his chin.
No.
Bro.
Oh my God.
He looks like an extra from Scooby-Doo Monster Island.
No. Yeah, no, this looks like this looks like the type of hairstyle you do while you're in prison and you have nothing else good to do with your time, bro. This is a prison style, bro.
I don't know how to explain it, but this picture gives me the same vibes as 2018 Kodak Black.
It does.
He looks like Spot 'em Got 'em, but bald.
It does. This looks like somebody losing control. Dang it. This looks like somebody losing control of their life. This is awful.
It looks like the trapper of the century to me, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to dig this right now.
I mean, it's unique at least.
You wouldn't do this yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wanted to say yeah, but nah, I couldn't go out
3.
like that, bro.
All right, that's guys. That's what we called the end of the episode.
Wow.
That was a quick episode. We've had back-to-back like really long episodes. In and out on this one. I like it.
Yeah, it was refreshing. I was getting tired of the last couple episodes.
Efficient.
Energy was low. I was dying.
Running on E.
What should we have the people comment if they're still here? Donovan, you decide.
Comment that is a jail haircut.
Comment jail cut. That's a little easier.
Jail cut.
Hashtag jail cut.
Yeah, hashtag jail cut. There you go. I better see hella hashtags in the comments. That's all I'm saying. But yeah.
W pod. W
We're done.
TikToks.
Yeah.
W fan base.
See ya.